Hi, my name is Paula and welcome back to Common Sense Dream Interpretation. This is chapter number 8. And as I promised in chapter 7, we were going to continue the animal theme. And so today we're going to discuss horses in a dream. Now, first thing I want you to remember is the two main rules in dream interpretation. First one is everyone in a dream is the dreamer, and everything in the dream is about the dreamer. Now, if you don't remember from the last chapter what an animal in a dream symbolizes, go on and look at the chapter 7, and you'll get a good, firm grasp on what an animal symbolizes in a dream. But I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of a synopsis. Animals in a dream symbolize habits, and the way we figure that is overall they lack the capacity for a real imagination. They are reactionary creatures. They react from pleasure, from pain. So this is why we say that animals in a dream represent habits. So there are 4 special animals in a dream that mean a little bit of extra. And horses, birds, fish, and snakes. And we're going to discuss the horses today. Horses in a dream symbolize the wheel. The horse has been used for a long time for a beast of burden. It's an animal that does man's will. And if you think about it, that's what we do with our wheel, is we train it, or we should train it. When I say willpower, though, I don't want you to think that I mean will not power. We as a human beings tend to focus on what we don't want to happen instead of what we do want to happen. And for example, say you're wanting to start up a business and you're focusing on, I don't want to fail, I don't want to lose money, you're in that negative way. And instead of saying, well, I'm going to learn everything I can about this business and I'm going to do my best every single day to make it a success. And that's the difference between want and will power. Okay, this becomes easier if when you have a clear intention with an elevated emotion. For example, you've heard the saying that people a lot of times will say, do what you have a passion in. Well, your passion would be your elevated emotion. And normally if you have a passion or if you have an elevated emotion attached to a will, a desire, you tend to have a little bit more chances of success with that. So let's go back to the horse. A horse means good choice. A white horse means good choices. And on the opposite, a black horse or dark horse would indicate a lack of will power, like bad choices, no action at all. So with this information, we should be able to interpret a dream that has horses using the universal language of mind. Now, I've explained it before, this is the oldest known language to man, and I've explained it in many, many of our previous chapters and also on my website. So you can really go onto the website and get a detailed explanation of that if you'd like. But let's go ahead and get started on the dream. I'm standing in a beautiful field. It's a sunny, warm day, and a beautiful white horse comes running up to me and wants me to ride him. So I jump on his back and I ride through the meadow and having a glorious day. Now, first thing I do when I have a dream is I write it down in my dream journal. And I want you to get in a habit of this because it's a little overwhelming at first. You have a journal, you write a dream down. It seems like there's white pages continuously after that. Pretty soon that book's filled and you're on your next one, and your next one, and your next one. It's pretty fascinating. You can look back and see the state of your being throughout history and time. And you can learn a lot from that by seeing how you have grown over the years. But so that's the first thing I do. The second thing I do is I write down the symbols and then I interpret them. And we've really got 3 main symbols in this dream. The first one would be the field or the meadow. And what a field or meadow, anything that has to do with dirt or outside trees, anything like that. That's the substance of the subconscious mind. This is the part of the mind where your desires are planted, kind of like a seed to grow. They're planted to grow and then to reproduce. Now, the white horse would be willpower, and then the sunny, warm day would be awareness. Next, we're going to use the symbols and the feel or the theme of the dream to interpret it. So, if this were my dream, I would look at the day before, because dreams usually stem from the dreamer's thoughts or actions leading up to the dream. So the dream's going to reflect your state of mind. And so the day before, I was using my willpower to make a positive choices regarding an imaged desire that I had impressed upon my subconscious to reproduce in my conscious world. And that's what your subconscious is for. It is to help you reproduce your image desires. And this is a positive dream. The fact that I was riding the horse shows a positive control, because I'm actually controlling the horse, I'm actually riding it, so it shows a positive control that is taking to use the willpower. I'm not out of control on the horse, I am in control on the horse. And so you can see the difference there, and you can interpret your own dreams with those little subtleties in your dreams. I would say this dreamer probably has a good habit of using her will in a positive manner, a positive way. And an example, someone would have this dream if they had put into action a desire that they had been thinking of, like a commitment to starting a business, to starting to get healthy, quitting smoking, to start exercising. There's countless goals, you can't even count them. Then listening to your dreams, that is what helps you, gathering information that allows you to make better choices. And the dream shows that productive, intentional choices have been made, and they're in the process of being made. And I would think that this would be a great dream for someone to have, and they would, it seems to me, be in the right state of mind. Now, how would you interpret that dream if the horse was dark, the day was dark, and the field was ugly? Now, but from what I've just told you about the previous dream, you should be able to interpret that dream pretty easily with the universal language of mind. But if you said a total lack of willpower, you'd be right. That dreamer has a total lack of willpower and ignorance as to what to even do about it, and an unawareness that the dreamer has been in the dark, so to speak, about how to even use her own willpower. Now, this dreamer probably has a habit of not understanding how to use her will to fulfill her goals. And this dream could be a very powerful message if heeded. If this person listened to this dream and took advantage of what she is being advised by her subconscious, she could turn it around to be a positive goal. And so I hope this helps you along your way to interpret your own dreams and to put them in your waking life. After all, if the oldest known language to man is the universal language of mind, then I would say the oldest method of learning known to man is listening. And it just makes common sense to me to listen to the part of yourself that is truth, and that's your subconscious. So if you want me to explain or talk about a particular dream or a particular dream symbol, please email me or message me on the when the YouTube video is over. And thank you so much for joining me on Common Sense Dream Interpretation.